Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, okay? Angles of the Anunnaki 444. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I encourage everyone to read their legal disclaimer before continuing. Read my legal disclaimer before continuing. I feel like there's an ancestor, there's someone in my energy. They're trying to speak through me, okay? They're channeling. I'm channeling a message from someone, an ancestor here, a spirit guide, okay? The overall energy of this reading is the sheep. Okay, I started this reading already previously, and it got cut off because my alarm went off. I can't wait to upgrade my phone, y'all. Thank you, Spirit, for a new, upgraded, better version phone. Okay, go ahead and thank you. Thanks, Spirit, in advance, okay? But whoever you are, the overall energy is you're innocent, okay? So something that you may have been accused of or something somebody may have said that you did, okay? You are being cleared of it, right? You're in this gentle energy. You're learning how to appreciate life, okay? Smelling the roses, going about your business, right? There's a need for you to balance, okay? There's a need for balance, whether this is you learning how to go with the flow or you learning how to have more fun. This is somebody, now, the Six of Cups talks about a reunion, right? So for some of you, there could be a reunion taking place, all right, with someone from your past. Or this could be like, now that you are restoring balance in the past, okay, for some of you, you're getting in touch with your inner child, all right? Tapping into your creativity, right? So there's a need for balance, okay? Somewhere in your priorities, somewhere in your relationship, a situation, or a person. You could be an early riser, okay? The Three of Wands with the rooster here, okay? Or you could be waking up between 3 and 5, okay? You've been given the gift of foresight, or for some of you, you are activating, okay? You're learning how to activate, okay, your gift of foresight, all right? There was someone who was a rat in your life, and it could have been this King of Wands. Now, I see this from two different angles, so I'm not just ragging on this King of Wands energy, but this King of Wands right now, okay? Let me read it one way first, and then I'll come back and reread it the next, okay? Spirit may have been waking you up between 3 and 5, okay, with the gift of foresight, because there was something that you need to see, and it may require you to go within, to meditate, right, okay? Making a wise decision. This is also like making sure you set your priorities or your intentions for the day, right? Making sure that you've made the best decision. For some of you, this is making a wise decision, okay, when it comes to reproduction, right? So you may have walked away from this energy, right? Because he could have been a rat in your life. This is a King of Wands, right? And I say this is a King of Wands because this is a King of Wands. This person that you may have, Spirit is showing you something. This is the recent past. Spirit may have shown you something, okay, or is trying to show you something. There's a King of Wands in the collective that is currently going through a tower moment, okay? A shocking change, a transformation, all right? This is to liberate not only him, but you as well. Sun is in your favor. This is your current energy, all right? The duck with the sun. This is enlightenment. This is success. This is healing, okay? This is victory. This is triumph. This is bliss. This is hard work creates good luck, okay? Why? Because you're receiving justice, all right? You're receiving some sort of truth here. Natural law is taking effect, okay? Some sort of wrong that was, or injustice, okay, is being right. Righted wrongs, okay, is what it says. You could be a master teacher, centaur, untamed nature, okay? You're getting justice. And also this King of Wands, all right, is going through a tower moment, or he potentially caused a tower moment, okay? This is why you're getting justice, and I'm talking to a master teacher, okay? Why? Because you are in this energy of the cricket, serendipity, moral compass. You have a conscious, you know your left and right limits. This is why you have been given the gift of a channeler, okay? So I'm talking to a master teacher who is a channeler, okay? For some of you, the messages that you channel, okay, may deal with a Five of Wands energy, conflict, competition, hiding the truth, okay? There could have been a group of people, a group of up to 5 people that this King of Wands was a part of, all right, or collaborated with, right? But you're being asked to have the courage to, this is you defending yourself, standing your ground, okay? You're unlocking something. You're unlocking a new achievement, or you are receiving a achievement. And there could have been like a Tasmanian devil energy that wanted to self-sabotage you with lies, okay? But I see you found the strength and the courage to move forward, okay? And use your mind over matter and understand the love wins at the end of the day, okay? The 2 of Cups, all right? So that's one way to read it, all right? So if you were dealing with a rat King of Wands, this person is currently going through a tower. You're receiving justice. I'm talking to a master teacher. My inner ear is itching. I do apologize. I'm trying not to scratch my throat. Okay? Another way to read this, all right? So if you were dealing with a King of Wands who wronged you or created some sort of injustice for you, okay? You are receiving justice now, okay? You're having success. You're having triumph. Now, if you are this King of Wands, all right? If I'm talking to this King of Wands, all right? The overall energy is the sheep. There's something that you need to balance. It may be letting go of the past, right? In order to balance out your pentacles, in order to balance out a situation, in order for you to move forward, you needed to let go of your past. Or for some of you, you had to go on a journey within and heal your inner child wounds, okay? For some of you, you could be finding that you're waking up between 3 and 5, okay, with the gift of foresight, okay? For someone, I could be talking to someone who has a child, a baby, right? This talks about reproduction. Or you could be woken up by someone between 3 and 5, okay, who's wanting to reproduce with you, okay? This could be somebody who's in your energy, who's been dibbling and dabbling in your energy in the middle of the night, okay? This is why you're finding yourself awake, okay, between 3 and 5, because there's a King of Wands, all right, who's... For some of you, trying to put a spirit baby in you, okay? Or this is somebody who's trying to get you pregnant, right? If you're living with this King of Wands, okay? But someone's going through a tower moment, right? And it's falling out under this King of Wands. Now, the tower can be a good thing, okay? Because it's here to free you from a situation, a person, a place, an ideology, a belief system, okay? That may no longer be serving your highest good. You're going to have success in overcoming, all right, this tower. You're going to have success in pushing through it, okay? You're going to receive justice. Natural law is taking effect. Sometimes with natural law, things just cancel themselves out, right? For some of you, you could be someone who spends time at a range, okay? You like to hunt, you like to shoot, you like to fish. You spend time out in nature, okay? But you're getting justice, okay? Like this is a fawn. She's a very unique creature, right? A centaur. Okay, so this is something is being illuminated to you. Something is going to be shown to you, okay? But you're being asked to maintain your moral compass, your true north, okay? Your left and right limits, understanding what you're willing to do, what you won't do, okay? When it comes to success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to love, all right? So there's just certain things, all right, that you have to have boundaries, okay? Personal boundaries. Is my something button it wrong? Oh, it is. Excuse me, y'all. I was like, what's going on with my shirt? There we go. So being wise, okay, about who you reproduce with, okay? Spirit is saying if you made a decision to walk away from this King of Wands and not reproduce, okay, you made a good choice, okay? For some of you, okay, you're making a wise decision to take your time when it comes to reproducing, right? And this is causing a King of Wands, a Tower moment, okay? Because you spoke some sort of truth, or the truth has been revealed, that you are a master teacher. You could be a guru, a leader, someone who is looked to for advice, whether it's spiritual, career, any form of holistic. But you're being asked to stay in this energy of gentleness, okay? Because you are, and unfortunately, sometimes the messages that you channel or the messages that you receive, it can create conflict, okay? It can seem like competition, all right? But you're channeling messages because someone has been hiding the truth from you. Somebody has been secretly competing with you or putting you in competition. This is what this Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups. This King of Wands could have juggled you with someone else, right? But I see you're having the strength to move forward, okay? And understand love wins at the end of the day. You're standing in this majestic energy, okay? I could be talking to a Leo. You could be Leo, or you could have it highly aspected in your chart somewhere, all right? We do have the sun with the strength energy, the Two of Cups, okay? So you have a Two of Cups. This is, there is a potential, all right, for a Two of Cups moving forward, all right? Why? Because you've learned new concepts. When it comes to beauty, when it comes to resilience, you've developed a new concept, okay, or a new way to deal with situations, okay? So it's like having a toolkit, all right, or having we call them in the military leader's book, right? It's our secret sauce, how to deal with conflict, right? How to resolve issues, how to overcome challenges, and how to still, and we use a tennis ball as a reference in master resiliency training. You don't want to be like an egg where you just shatter when you drop on the ground. You want to be like a tennis ball. When you throw it, it bounces back. You want to be like a tennis ball, okay? Being able to absorb the impact and still keep going, right? You don't want to be an egg, you want to be a tennis ball. This is why you have the Chariot, okay, with the horse. You have victory, okay? For some of you, you're learning on this hero's journey, okay, about masculine and feminine, light and darkness, good and evil, okay? Even the conflict of good and evil, right? But there's a balance here, restoration that's happening. For some of you, you're going to be able to move forward. You're going to be traveling. You may meet this Two of Cups while you're traveling, all right? But victory just tells me you're moving forward with a new beginning, okay? With the Fool here, okay? So trust, freedom is yours. There's a new adventure awaiting, and a Six of Pentacles, okay? Some sort of reward. You may be receiving some sort of reward, whether this is spiritual, financial, or physical, okay? You've established some sort of boundaries with the past, okay? Or you've left something or someone in the past. This is why you are finally receiving this Six of Pentacles. You are the GOAT, okay? Be at peace, okay? So that is the encouraging. Dove Spirit is asking you to be at peace. Be here now with the Hummingbird Spirit, okay? So you don't want to be dwelling in the past, okay, with this energy. All right, Spirit is showing up to let you know that even if you can't see this tower happening for this King of Wands, understand this. I'm here to let you know that this could have been like a business partner. This could have been somebody you were intimate with. This could have been a boss energy, okay? You know, Spirit sometimes, he does things behind the scenes, and we don't always get to witness it, right? But it is, give with gratitude and grace, okay? So there's a need for you to, Turkey Spirit, to give with gratitude and grace, okay? In order to find some sort of balance. So in the past, you may have given with gratitude and grace, okay? So this is why things are balancing out for you, all right? or you learn a reciprocal energy of exchange. Okay, that's what I'm getting, a reciprocal energy of exchange, whether it's with people, whether it's with your finances, whether it's with love. There was in the past, there may have been an unequal, okay, 61, okay, you could be a life path 7, okay. There may have been an unequal give and take, okay, with a particular energy or a person or a situation. And so you are being asked, and that is because of how you were raised or how you grew up, okay, or maybe even a person that you dealt with in the past, in your childhood, okay. You may have felt like you were always juggled either by your parents, between homes, okay. It was like you always were juggling your money, or you felt like people were juggling you, right? And so this is why it's important to learn when to give and when to hold back, right? Not to overgive, overshare, okay? Oversharing is something I'm working on, right? That comes from trauma, dealing with narcissistic, abusive parents, as well as lovers, okay? Friends. So for many of you, you are now restoring balance because you are learning the reciprocal energy of give and take, right? You're healing those childhood wounds. Maybe you didn't receive enough. There was a lack of give and take, okay? Yeah. Wolf Spirit is here to help you to turn knowledge into wisdom, okay? This is why you're being asked. For some of you, you may wake up between 3 and 5. Spirit is waking you up between 3 and 5. Or maybe you set your alarm to wake up between 3 and 5, okay? Because there's something that Spirit is trying to show you, all right? Or you're meant to observe in order to make a very wise decision when it comes to this King of Wands, okay? Or who you reproduce with. There could be somebody, you know, Spirit be like, hey, you gotta nudge somebody. If your girl or your guy is, cheating on you, Spirit is sometimes, especially if you are genuine, you're loyal, you're authentic, okay, with this person, and your heart is getting caught up with this person, or this is in business, you have a lot invested into the situation or into the relationship, right? Or into the establishment. Sometimes Spirit, before things get too deep or too far, Spirit will show you the truth about a person, okay, before you make that decision, okay? This is what I'm getting from this energy, right? Number 67, you could be 67, okay? Or, let's see. Tell me about this King of Wands and this Tower. Believe in yourself, okay? So this is a King of Wands. You're being asked to believe in yourself at this time. So moving forward, this is an upright King of Wands. Believe in yourself with Squirrel Spirit. Number 57, you could be 57, okay? A tower is happening in your life in order for you to get justice. So something may have occurred and it felt negative at the time, right? But it was, in all actuality, it was so that you could receive justice. And that's the truth. Okay, with the Dragonfly Spirit, that is the truth. I'm going to go ahead and close this reading out at this time. Until next time, you are being encouraged by Pig Spirit to use your mind wisely, continue to train, continue to learn, continue to study, okay? You're never too old to learn new things. Until next time, collective peace, love, and light.